Hello everyone, Cap here, and welcome back to another Shop Titans video. Today is the day where I will be talking about Ascensions. I've got asked about this topic quite a few times before, so let's finally do it. Before we get into specifics, what are Ascensions? Every craftable item can be ascended 3 times. You can see this and what each ascension does in the Ascension tab of an item. To ascend an item, you need to spend Ascension Shards, which you can mainly get from chests, as event rewards, or from fusing research scrolls into Ascension Shards. The amount of shards needed to ascend an item depends on the tier of the item. The lower the item tier, the less Ascension Shards you need to spend. Specifically, it is 5 shards per ascension of a tier 1 item and goes up to 80 shards per ascension for tier 12 items. So with that out of the way, however, there is another layer to ascending items called Ascension Tracks. There's a track for each crafting category, so for example swords, amulets, light armor, spirits, elements, etc. You can quickly see your overall progress in all Ascension Tracks when you click top left on your level and then on Ascensions. From here you could also go to any Ascension track you want by just clicking on it. Alternatively, you can go to the crafting menu, select an item, Ascensions, and then here in the bottom left there's a button that will also get you to the Ascension track of that item line. So how should you spend your Ascension Shards? To be able to answer that question, we first need to understand the benefits of Ascension Tracks. Before I get into this, as a quick side note, the premium item lines, for example companions, guns, desserts, etc., have a shortened Ascension track and need overall less ascensions to progress through the track. In the following, I will only focus on the normal lines that are available to everyone. There are a few noteworthy big milestones on each Ascension track. The first big milestone is at 15 stars, where you get a 10% reduced surcharge energy cost for that type of item. So for example for me here it would be heavy footwear. This means you will have an easier time getting enough energy from small talking and discounting other items to then surcharge your high value heavy footwear items. Second, at 27 stars, you get a times 1.5 increased chance to craft higher quality gear. I personally consider this milestone the start of really specializing in this specific type of item. That means that you want to be crafting an item from this line at all times. The increased quality chance helps you to get the occasional super valuable item that you can sell for gems on the market. This can be the basis of a more or less stable gem income for you. At 21, there is also a 5% multicraft bonus chance, by the way, but I personally would not recommend to stop there and just get to 27 to also get the quality chance increase. At 33 stars and 39 stars, you get reduced resource costs for crafting these items. I personally do not consider these as very valuable, and it only really matters if you play active enough to take real advantage of it. The next meaningful milestone in my opinion is at 45 stars, where you get 5% increased surcharge value. It does not sound like much, but it will add up over time if you keep crafting your max tier items and then surcharge them in your shop. Finally, at 51, I consider the Ascension track to be, in quotation marks, done. There is more, but it is going to get so expensive at this point to ascend all the high tier items to get there that I don't consider it worth compared to what else you could do with your Ascension Shards. At 51, you get plus 1% surcharge value for all items. All items. This is the first and only milestone that also directly applies to other items of other Ascension tracks. A common goal for many endgame players is to get all Ascension tracks to this milestone to increase all of their surcharges by quite a lot. Alright, so this was a lot of information, but I still did not tell you what I think you should spend your Ascension Shards on. In my opinion, there are 2 viable ways. One is the commonly suggested one, and the other is my personal one. No matter which one you choose though, Make sure to always ascend the lowest tier items possible to get the Ascension track progress for as few Ascension Shards as possible. So as I said before, tier 1 items only take 5 Ascension Shards for each Ascension. And yeah, tier 12 items already take 80. So spend your Ascension Shards smart and just go as cheap as possible. Alright, so the general opinion is to get all Ascension lines to the minus 10% surcharge energy cost milestone at 15 stars. With this, you will be able to easier surcharge all high value items you get, including all types of items that your heroes bring back from quests that you might not even craft yourself. This can speed up your overall gold gain quite significantly. My personal way, and what I would suggest, however, is to focus on only 4 lines first, get all those 4 lines to 15, and then get all of them to 27. So, let me explain why. First, why 4 lines? I suggest 4 because there are 4 different types of base resources. So, iron, wood, leather, and herbs. You want to make use of all resource types so that you can profit from the natural resource regeneration of all of them, and thus will be able to craft more items overall. Okay, so which 4 item lines specifically? This is something I cannot tell you and you need to figure out for yourself, but I will give you a few pointers here in a second. Just keep in mind, as I just said, you must pick 1 item line for each resource type. So purely as an example and not a suggestion, heavy armor for iron, axes for wood, magician hats for leather, and potions for herbs. Alright, so what ways are there to figure out which specific item lines to ascend? Since you are going for 27 stars and the increased quality chance, if you are going with my method, you will be expecting to craft some high quality items that you can sell for gems on the market. This is what you should be looking for in the market, items that you could craft that go for a lot of gems. I explained and demonstrated this very process of checking the market in a previous video of mine, so I'm not going to do it again here, but I'm going to leave you a link to my which items to craft and sell video with a timestamp below this video, so you can check it out for yourself. You go through this process basically 4 times and find items that you are able to craft that go for a decent amount of gems for each type of resource. And boom, you will then know which lines to focus on. As a side note here, if you do have any premium lines available, for example guns, desserts, companions, etc., you might want to give them preference since they need less stars to get to the milestones. Why do I think my way is better than getting all lines to 15? There are multiple reasons. First, surcharging items does not increase XP, so even if you can't surcharge an item, you get the same amount of merchant XP and level up and unlock new things just as quickly. Second, you will have a lot of ascensions in lines with items that you will not have a lot of the time. And that seems like a waste to me. And third, and maybe most importantly, with my method, you will get a somewhat consistent source of gems, and those gems you can use to, among other things, unlock another shop expansion. This will allow you to place additional furniture for extra max energy, and this will also help you with surcharging all items. You will also have the opportunity, on top of that, you will have the opportunity to unlock additional crafting slots, hero slots, market slots, or questing slots with the gems you make. Gems are just really powerful in this game and can speed up your progress significantly. Thus, I think it is better to go for a consistent gem income as soon as possible. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and consider subscribing to the channel. And thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye!